Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Good morning, everyone. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 5 of the 1960s league season. Today we have the 1967 Boston Red Sox at Yankee Stadium to take on the 61 New York Yankees. And it's the 5th week of the season. We're using 4-man rotations. It's Whitey Ford's turn to pitch. So we've had our introductions. Let's play ball. We're using basic Apba, except in stolen bases we'll use the master ratings. And I'm using the 2011 Apba book. Here's Mike Andrews leading off for the Red Sox. First roll of the game is a 44-8 against an A. That is a pop out to third base. 1 away. Clete Boyer on the catch. And now the Red Sox third baseman, Joe Foy, comes to the plate, swinging the bat from the right side against the left-hander Whitey Ford. 53 is a 19, and that is a ground ball toward Clete Boyer. He boots it, and that's going to be an error on the Yankee third baseman. Joe Foy is fast. No, he's an average speed runner. D23 stealing, not too bad as a base stealer. Here is Carl Yastrzemski. Whitey Ford is very good at holding base runners. They list him as +2. I think I would go with a +3 if I were doing the ratings, because he was excellent at holding runners. I think he had a streak one time of 248 games where he didn't allow stolen base. Something like that. All right, here is Carl Yastrzemski. 56 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. The Aztecs first. Red Sox have first and second. And George Scott coming to bat. Both runners are average speed. George Scott, the Red Sox first baseman, boomer. Here's the pitch to Scott. 56 is a 34. Both teams are feeling column 2. That's a pop out to Clete Boyer at third. 2 away, and now Tony Conigliaro. Last chance to cash in on this first inning opportunity. Here's the pitch to Conigliaro. 41 is a 28. That's hit on the ground to the shortstop. Tony Kubek throws the first. And that closes out the Red Sox half of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Yankees coming to bat. Jim Longmore will take the mound for the Red Sox, 22-9 in 1967. And Bobby Richardson steps into the box for the Yankees. 62 is a 29. That's a roller back to the pitcher long board, or X. He's got an X, so that's a strikeout. Here is Tony Kubek, tall shortstop, 6'3", pitch to Kubek. 34 is a fly ball to center field, 2 outs. And now Roger Maris comes to bat. Mantle on deck. Here's the pitch to Maris. 52 is a X, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the top of the second. No score. All right, Whitey Ford featured a variety of pitches. He had a fastball, maybe average to a little better than average. He had a curveball, a changeup, and a slider. And late in his career, he was known to scuff the ball, and he would throw an occasional spitter. Here is Whitey Ford pitching to Rico Petrocelli. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Mickey Mantle is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Reggie Smith. 45 is a base on balls. That's the second walk given up by Ford. Smith is fast. He's at first with 1 down. E28 stealing. Here is Mike Ryan, the catcher. 51 is another walk. First and second, Red Sox. Jim Longboard. Two six is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 2 outs. Red Sox had 2 on in the first and failed to score. They've got 2 on in the second. It's going to be up to Mike Andrews. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the second. Boston nothing and New York nothing. Mickey Mantle leads off the last of the second. 1-6 is a 28. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Rico Petrocelli scoops it and throws to first. 1 away. Elston Howard. 348 hitter. That's his best average in his career in 1961. 1-3 is a 14. By the way, Howard's also on the 67 Sox, but will not be playing today because I have a home rule that he can't play for both teams. Also, part of that rule is if they're both starters, we roll the dice, see who's going to start for each team, give each other 50-50 chance. But if one's a starter on one team and not a starter on the other team, then the non-starter sits and the starter plays. 1-3 is a 14. That's going to be a base on ball to Elston Howard. Both teams showing some patience at the plate. Here is Moose Scourin. Yankee first baseman rolls a 3-6. That's going to be a walk. Yankees have 2 on. 1 away. Here is Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra is not particular about what pitches he swings at. What he does try to do is hit the ball down the lines when he's playing in Yankee Stadium. Moving on Orthodox hitter, here's a pitch to Yogi Berra. 43 is a 29. That's a ground ball to Longboard, who throws to Petrocelli at short, back to first. 1-6-3 double play that ends the inning. We go to the top of the third, no score. In the third, it'll be Joe Ford, Yaz, and George Scott. Whitey Ford grew up not far from Yankee Stadium. He was born in Manhattan, and then they moved to Queens, I think, when he was about 5. But he grew up very close to the ballpark, I think within a couple of miles of Yankee Stadium. Here's the pitch to Joe Foy. 3-3 is a sixth. That's going to be a double by Joe Foy. Leadoff double puts him in scoring position with nobody out. Here's Carl Yastrzemski. .44 homers, .326. You walk him, you get George Scott, who has power and a .300 hitter, so you're not going to walk him. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 35 is a 9 against an A with a runner on second. That's going to be a ground ball to Kubek at short. The base runner will go to third. Yaz is out. George Scott's the batter. Yankees will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to Scott. 5-5 is a 7 against an A. That's going to be a fly ball to left field, but Foy will tag up and score. Sacrifice fly by George Scott. And the Red Sox are on the board in the third. Boston 1, New York nothing. Tony Conigliaro. If I have a dice jump out of the tray, I don't call it a foul ball. I take it unless it falls off the table. Here is Conigliaro. 36 is a 14. That's a walk. And that is already the fourth walk given up by Whitey Ford. Tony C is a fast runner and B16 stealing. I think you'll hold on. Rico Petrocelli is the batter. 31's a 9. That's an infield single for Rico Petrocelli, first and second Boston. A run is in an inning. There could be another two-out rally here. Here is Reggie Smith. 53 is the roll, 16. It's a single to second. A fast runner on second would score. I don't think Conigliaro is fast. Yep, he is. He does score. So first and second, but the runner on second, Conigliaro, scores. Petrocelli's on second. Smith has an RBI single. He's at first. And the Red Sox lead the Yankees 2-0. Catcher Mike Ryan. 13 is a 36. Pass ball. Runners move up. One ball on Ryan. 2 outs, the infield's back. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Caught by Yogi Berra. That's the end of the inning, but the Red Sox score twice. Go to the bottom of the third, Boston 2 and New York nothing. In the 1960s league standings, the Red Sox are in first place. They're 3-0. The Yankees are 2-2. Lombard completes his warm-up tosses, and Clete Boyer steps into the box to lead off the last of the third for the Yankees, who are now down by 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Clete Boyer. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Tony Conigliaro is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Whitey Ford. Ford hit 3 home runs in his career. He's about a 176 average, I think, lifetime. 1-6 is 28. Is a ground ball to shortstop. Petrocelli's got it. Throws across the diamond. Retires Whitey Ford. Here is Bobby Richardson. And 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the fourth. 2-0 Boston. Let's check the scoreboard from around the American League. For Game 5, the Los Angeles Angels scored 2 runs in the first, 2 in the third. They lead Minnesota 4-0 after 3. And the 66 Orioles and 65 White Sox are tied at 1. Here we go to the top of the fourth inning. and the Red Sox will lead off with their pitcher, Jim Lombard. And I completely missed the dice tray. It was a 2-6, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. That is the third strikeout for Whitey Ford. Had a rough inning in the third. Looks like he might be ready to bounce back in the fourth. Here is Mike Andrews. 26 is a ground ball to third base, or X. He has the X, so that's a strikeout. First two Red Sox go down swinging. Here is Joe Foy. 55 is an 8 against an A. Hit on the ground, or popped up to third base, rather. Clete Boyer makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for Boston in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox 2 and the Yankees nothing. All right, Jim Lombard has not given up a hit in the first 3. He has Tony Kubek, Roger Maris, and Mickey Mantle in the last of the fourth. 22 is going to be the first Yankee hit, and it's a solid single for Tony Kubek. Kubek is a fast runner at first, but not a threat to steal. Roger Maris. One 4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Yastrzemski. Runners hold. Now Mickey Mantle. Mantle swinging the bat again from the left side. Here's the pitch to Mantle. 46 is a strikeout. Third strikeout for Lombard. And now Elston Howard. He was the league MVP in 1963, but maybe he had a better year in 61 when he hit 348 with 21 home runs. Here's the pitch to Ellie Howard. 55 is a 7 base hit, and Kubek will go to third. Yankees on the corners. Here is Moose Scourin. Scourin was a rookie in April of 1954. Started out with the Yankees platooning with Joe Collins at first base. Took over as a regular, I think, in 57 or 8. Here's the pitch to Moose Scourin. 53 is a 19, fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the third baseman, Joe Foy, and the Yankees will get on the board. Kubek scores. It's now 2-1, Boston. Unearned run, Yogi Berra. We've got Scourin at first, Howard at second. Both are slow runners. Scourin's not. Howard is. We'll play it safe with Howard. 36 is a infield pop-up to Rico Petrocelli. That closes out the Yankees' fourth, but they score. We're at the top of the fifth, Boston 2 and New York 1. Yaz leads off the fifth. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 46 will be a strikeout. And that is 5 strikeouts for Whitey Ford. 1 down, George Scott. 13 is a walk. Whitey Ford and the strike zone have not been on great terms in this game. He has walked 5 batters. Scott is a fast runner at first. Here is Tony Conigliaro. One 5 is an 8. Ground out to first base. Flips to the pitcher, Ford covering. Scott goes to second. 2 outs. Red Sox have man in scoring position for Rico Petrocelli. 6-6 roll. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a 2-run home run for Rico Petrocelli. And the Red Sox take a 4-1 lead. Reggie Smith. Base is clear. 65 is a pop out to the catcher, Elston Howard. 3 outs, but the Red Sox add 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Boston 4 and New York 1. Clete Boyer leads off the bottom of the 5th for New York. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. 1 down. Whitey Ford comes to bat. .51 is a walk. Pitcher takes first. They bring out the black Yankee jacket. Here's Bobby Richardson. .31 is a 9 against a B. That's going to be an infield hit for Richardson. First and second, Yankees have something cooking here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tony Kubek comes up with Maris and Mantle waiting. First and second, here's the pitch. 2-2 roll. That's going to be a single to left. 1 run will score. And the other one, Richardson goes to third. Cuts the lead in half. Boston 4-2. And I got to double check that Ford is not a slow runner. He is not. Here is Roger Maris. Infield play back for a potential double play. Here's the pitch to Roger. 26 is a 29. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. Runner on third holds. And Kubek goes to second. So now Kubek is at second. Richardson's at third. 2 outs. Mickey Mantle. 51 is a 9. That's going to be a fly out, or with 2 outs, that's a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning that has an asterisk result, strikeout. So the Yankees score 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Boston 4, New York 2. Red Sox Mike Ryan leads off for Boston. Backup catcher Ellie Howard is on the roster of both teams, and the rules there, we can't have somebody playing for the 2 opposing teams on the same day. Normally, if they're both starters, I'll flip a coin, see which one plays. But if one's a starter and one's not a starter, the starter will play. But Elston Howard on the Red Sox is ineligible to play. Here is Mike Ryan. 54 is a fly ball to right field. 1 down. Pitcher Jim Lomborg. Longboard 32 is a strikeout. 6 strikeouts for the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford. Andrews 64 is a 36. That's ball 1. And 24 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox 4, Yankees 2. Elston Howard leads off for New York. Here's a pitch from Longboard. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Ellie Howard is slow. They'll play it safe on the pass. He's been on base all 3 times, 2 walks and a single. Moose Scourin. .56 will be a pop out to the shortstop, Petrocelli. 1 down. Here's Yogi Berra. .24 is a strikeout. And now Clete Boyer. 64 is a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Boston 4, New York 2. Another look around the American League after 6 innings. The Angels lead Minnesota 4-2. And the 66 Orioles, 65 White Sox are still tied 1 apiece. This is the fatigue inning for Whitey Ford. He will have the opportunity to have 3 bad things happen to him before his grade goes down. Joe Foy leads off for the Red Sox. Foy is 1 for 3. He has a double and has scored a run. Here's the pitch to Joe Foy, 32. Hit on the ground towards second base. Bobby Richardson's up with it, throws out Joe Foy, 1 down. Here's Carl Yastrzemski. 55 is a single for Yaz. And average runner at first, here is George Scott. .32 is a 26. Fielder's choice, roll out to Bobby Richardson. 2 outs. Scott's a fast runner at first. Not Tony Conigliaro. Conigliaro was the young teenager. He hit the most home runs ever as a major league teenager, 24. Homered his first time up in the major leagues. There's the pitch to Conigliaro. 56 is a 34. That is a pop out to the shortstop, Tony Kubek. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Boston. All right, Hector Lopez is going to pinch hit for Whitey Ford. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Yankees are down by 2. Coates is warming up in the bullpen. He'll pitch the 8th. Here's the pitch to Hector Lopez. 1-4 is a fly ball to center field. 1 down. Bobby Richardson. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Yaz makes the play. 2 outs, and now Tony Kubek. An important hitter, if they can keep him off base, Maris will come up with the bases clear. 35 is a 9. That's going to be a single for Kubek. And Tony Kubek is 3 for 4. Fast runner. Here is Roger Maris. Potential tie and run. That's the first bad thing to happen to Longboard in his fatigue inning. Here's the pitch to Maris. Let's see what the steal situation looks like. D11, not a threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Maris. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher. That ends the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Boston 4, Yankees 2. All right, tall right-hander Jim Coates, 6'4", from Farmington, Virginia, is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. Rico Petrocelli leads off the 8th for the Red Sox. They're up by 2. Here's the pitch to Rico. 55 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Mickey Mantle. 1 down. Here's Reggie Smith. 36 is a walk. Second time Reggie Smith has walked in the game. Fast runner at first, catcher Mike Ryan. .51 is a walk. First and second, Boston. And here is the pitcher, Jim Longboard. He's going to remain in the game. Not a very good hitter, but pitching pretty well. So here's the pitch to Longboard. 25 is a 21. So we'll check that result on the first and second page. That's going to be an error by Clete Boyer. Bases loaded. Gentleman Jim Longboard at first base. We got Red Sox have them loaded. Can Mike Andrews put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Coach still pitching from the stretch. Here's the line. Stretch and the pitch to Andrews. 56 is a strikeout. Mike Andrews strikes out with the bases loaded. There's 2 outs. Here's Joe Foy. And Joe Foy knock a hole in the game. Here's the pitch to Joe Foy. 61 is a 12. That's going to be a ground out to Kubek, who goes to first. And that ends the Red Sox threat. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Boston 4 and New York 2. Mickey Mantle leads off the bottom of the 8th inning. He has struck out twice and has gone 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Jim Longboard. 51 is a base hit for Mantle. Fast runner at first. That brings a potential tying run to the plate in Ellie Howard. It's 2 marks against Longboard's point of weakness. 1-5 is going to be a single for Howard, and Mantle goes to third, first and third. Yankees. And Longboard's grade goes down to C. All right, Manager Dick Williams is going to bring in a new pitcher. Sparky Lyle is done, and now, or rather, Jim Longboard is done. Sparky Lyle will be called on to put out the fire. He is a grade B pitcher, X and Y modifiers. He's got runners on first and third and nobody out with Moose Scourin at the plate. Infield will play back for a potential double play. Here's the pitch to Scourin. 55 is an 8 against a B. That's going to be a single to right. 1 run scores. And Howard will go to second. We're playing it safe because he's with my slow runners. But the Yankees pulled it within 1. First and second. Yogi Berra. Still nobody out. 42 is a 40. Error on the second baseman, Mike Andrews. The bases are loaded. This is when Red Sox are hoping that XY modifier comes into play for Sparky Lyle. He needs a strikeout here. Bases are loaded. Clete Boyer. Can Clete Boyer put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch to Boyer. 26 is a 30. That's an X. That's a strikeout for Boyer. 1 down. Timeout. All right, the Yankees are going to bring in a pitch hitter. They've got Hal Reddiff and Bud Daly in the bullpen. And Bob Serve is the hitter. If he does something here, probably Arroyo will get up. Here's the pitch to Serve. Infield is playing back for a potential double play. Serve swings from the right side. Lyle throws from the left side. Here's the pitch. 5-5 is an 8 against a B with the bases loaded. That's a fly out to center field. Howard will tag up and score. The game is tied 4-4. So Bob Serve delivers. Here is Bobby Richardson. First and second, 2 outs. 46 is a 27, and that is a ground out to third base, 5-3. That ends the 8th inning, but the Yankees score twice. We go to the top of the 9th. The score is tied 4-4. Bud Daly is called on to pitch the 9th inning for New York. From Orange, California, he is a left-hander. 4.28 ERA. Ricardo Scripsey is the hitter for Boston. 24 is a strikeout. Yes is 1 for 4 on the day. George Scott. There's a hit column roll for Scott. And 43 is a double for George Scott. He's in scoring position. Potential winning run. Here is Tony Conigliaro. Pitch to Tony C. 42 is a 40. That's a fly out to right field. And the runner on second goes to third. So it's got to third with 2 outs. Rico Petrocelli. 42 is a 23. And that is a pop fly between Bobby Richardson and Roger Maris. And it's going to fall. They collide. And let's see, one of them is injured. The right fielder, Maris, is injured. Or there's an asterisk result. So no injury, no pop fly. That's a balk. And that will score Scott. Red Sox go up 5-4. Whenever there is a asterisk on the result, we'll show that to you here. Number 23. That's this one here. That asterisk right there is with 2 outs. There's 2 outs, so a balk, and the runner scores. So Petrocelli is still up, but now the bases are clear. Here's the pitch to Rico Petrocelli, 1-1 roll. That's going to be a double over third base. It rolls in the corner. Petrocelli goes to second. 2 outs in scoring position. He's slow, but with 2 outs, they're not going to play it safe. Reggie Smith. 34 is a fly out to center field. That's it for the Red Sox ninth. They score a run on a balk. They take the lead 5-4 going to the bottom of the ninth. All right, the Red Sox closer, John Wyatt, comes out to pitch the 9th inning. He's going to have a tall order. He's got Tony Kubek, Roger Maris, and Mickey Mantle in the last of the 9th inning. They're up by a penny. Here's the pitch to Tony Kubek. 53 is a 20. That's going to be fumbled by Mike Andrews. Kubek reaches on an error. And Tony Kubek has been on base 4 out of 5 times. Fast runner at first. He is the potential tying run. Roger Maris carries his bat that hit 61 home runs and 61 to the plate. Here is the pitch to Roger Maris from John Wyatt. 6-3 is a fly ball deep to right field, caught by the right fielder. That's Tony Conigliaro. Kubek holds it first. 1 down. Here's Mickey Mantle. 1-5 is a 10 against a B pitcher. That's a single right center. That sends Kubek to third. Mantle's at first. Let's see. F-35 stealing. Has to be 2 outs in the inning to try to steal. Elston Howard. He wouldn't anyway because he is the go-ahead runner. 348 hitter. Elston Howard comes to bat. Red Sox will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to the Yankee catcher. 42 is a 9. That's a single over second. And Kubek scores the tying run. Mantle goes to second. RBI single by Elston Howard ties the game 5-5. Blown save. Here's Bill Scourin. Only 1 down. With 1 out, Mantle's chances to steal third. Might come into play here. Any steal third, -5. You take 5 off the steal rating. Left-handed batter take 2 more off the steal rating. Scourin's a right-hand batter. So, okay, Mantle is 35 on this deal. Yeah, 35, so 30 to steal third. Wyatt's move to first is 0. And then Ryan is 5, so 25. His chances to be safe on stealing third would be 11 through 51. That's worth a go because he could tag up and score the winning run. Here goes Mantle to third. 64. He is out at third. 2-2-5. And Mike Ryan throws out Mickey Mantle trying to steal third. I don't feel bad about it. I mean, the odds were in his favor. But here we go with 2 outs now. Runner on first. So it's going to be pretty much entirely up to Moose Scourin to keep us out of extra innings. Here's the pitch from John White to Moose Scourin. 46 is a 24. That's going to be a ground ball to Petrocelli. And we're going to go to extra innings. After 1 run in the 9th, it is Red Sox 5 and the Yankees 5. Mike Ryan leads off the 10th inning for the Red Sox. Bud Daly still on the mound. He is a CY pitcher. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. 1 away. John White's going to stay in and hit. 34 is a fly out to center field. That's 2 outs. Mike Andrews. 1-2 is a ground out to second base. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the 10th. With the bottom of the 10th, we're tied 5-5. All right, extra baseball free of charge. We have Yogi Berra leading off the last of the 10th for New York. Clete Boyer, and then the pitcher spot. There's the pitch to Yogi Berra. 3-3 roll for Yogi. That's a hit column roll. 41 is a single, which is always disappointing off that second column. But he's at first, average speed. Potential winning run. Here is Clete Boyer. One 4 is a fly out to left. Pitch hitter deluxe Johnny Blanchard is going to pitch hit for Bud Daly. 305 hitter in 1961 with 21 home runs and 243 at-bats. Here's a pitch to Johnny Blanchard. 35 is a 9 against the B. That's going to be a single over the single, and it's 1 base advance for Berra, first and second. Blanchard is slow. They'll play it safe with the slow runners. Bobby Richardson comes to bat. First and second, 1 out. John White is in his fatigue inning. He is an asterisk pitcher, relief pitcher. So the second inning of his relief is his point of fatigue. And one more bad thing, his grade goes down. But one more bad thing, the Red Sox probably go down. First and second. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. 42 is a 32. Fly out to the right fielder, Tony Conigliaro. The runners hold. Now 2 down. Here is Roger Maris. Or no, Tony Kubek first. Maris is on deck. checking to see if I could get an A rating reliever in there, but the rest of the Boston bullpen is all right-handed, so I won't get the bump up if I change White here. First and second, 2 outs, the pitch to Kubek. 56 is a 34 pop-up on the infield. The third baseman takes it, and that's the end of the inning. We go to the top of the 11th, 5-5. Hal Reniff comes into the game to pitch the top of the 11th inning. He is a grade B pitcher, 2.58 ERA. Joe Foy, Carl Yastrzemski, and George Scott will be his challenge. Here's the pitch to Joe Foy. Red Sox third baseman gets a 3-4 roll. It's a fly ball to center field. Caught by Mantle, 1 down. Now Carl Yastrzemski. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Maris takes that one. And here's George Scott. 6-4 is a 37. Strike 1. Oh, no, it's a W. It's based on balls because Hal Reniff has the W modifier. So put Scott on first. Boomer is a fast runner. Tony Conigliaro. .52 is a ground out to third base. That closes out the inning. We go to the bottom of the 11th inning, 5-5 tie. Roger Maris leads off for New York. 55 is an 8 against a C pitcher. Gary Wazlewski is in. He's a grade C W pitcher, and that's a single for Roger Maris. Maris is fast. Here is Mickey Mantle. Dan Osinski is up, warming up in the bullpen. Here is the pitch to Mantle. 55 is an 8 against a C. That's going to be a single to center. Maris goes to second. So the M&M boys are on. No outs. Here is Elston Howard, and here is Dick Williams coming out of the dugout to replace Gary Wazlewski. Dan Osinski will be the pitcher for the Red Sox. Elston Howard will square around and try to sacrifice. Here's the pitch to Howard. 1-1. That would have been a game ender, but we're sacrificing. So the result is a 4 out at first, catcher to first baseman. Mel and Maris move up to second and third. Now there's 1 out. 4, Bill Scourin. Infield is playing in. Outfield is playing in. Here's the pitch to Moose Scourin, maybe. It's got a Z rating. They're going to walk Scourin and load the bases. So intentional walk to Moose. Bases are loaded. Infield will move back, try to get the double play. Yogi Berra is the hitter. Here's the most important roll of the game. The pitch to Berra is a 6-2, 29. Infield playing back. That's going to be a better safe. Let's see. Fielder's choice, runners out at second, and that is 6-4. The throw to first was not in time, so they didn't get the double play. And Mickey Mantle scores, or Maris scores, and the game is over. So that's how it ends. If they were playing close, they would have got that runner out of home. They were going for the double play to end the inning, didn't complete it, and the final score, Yankees 6, Red Sox 5. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All right, it was a tight game here at Yankee Stadium today between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. A lot of decisions. Some of my decisions weren't really great today, but here we go. The Red Sox scored 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed 3 errors, 2 of them by Mike Andrews, the second baseman. The Yankees scored 6 runs on 13 hits, and they committed 2 errors, both by Clete Boyer, the third baseman. Home runs in the game by Rico Petrocelli, and that was the only one. That was a 2-run home run in the 5th inning for Boston to put them up 4-2 at the time. The winning pitcher was Hal Reniff, and the losing pitcher was Gary Waslewski for the Red Sox. And today's star of the game is Elston Howard. He was 3 for 3 on the day and on base 2 more times with walks. Scored a run, drove in a run, and he is today's star of the game. A check of the out-of-town scoreboard and the 2 games in the American League are complete. The Los Angeles Angels go to a 6-4. Excuse me, I'm reading the wrong card. The Angels go to a victory over the Minnesota Twins 6-3, and the Baltimore Orioles in 11 innings defeat the White Sox 4-3. That concludes the broadcast today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And tomorrow's game, we'll move back to the National League, and that'll be the 1962 San Francisco Giants and the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. But once again, thanks for joining. Good day and God bless.